Hi everyone, welcome again to this space created for you by Assure for Life. We are here also just to tell you that we begin a new cycle named mental health. And also, as you already know, we have two different topics that we talk every 15 days. One of them is the grieving process, and the other one is quality of life. And today we're going to start the new cycle of quality of life topics. This will be mental health. And also remember that this space is created for you in order to have more learning and knowledge about some specific topics that normally we don't found how to talk about that, how to learn about that with examples and with keys and also with some specific situation that you can also feel connected, or also you need to feel like it's something that happens to everyone and also will be normal to live. Knowing that and also introducing that topic, we would like to talk about the mental health. Caring for my mental health, that is the main topic that we're going to talk today. And talk about mental health is also talk about not only the concept or the general concept, it's also talk about where we can find, where we can live, and also what we can do to have mental health. We have one definition that the WHO, the World Health Organization, will give us, like the mental health is the state of the mental well-being that enables people to cope with life stressful moment, to develop all their abilities, to be able to learn and work well, and to improve their community. That will be like one of the part of the concept that we can add and we can have here, and also that we can use. But not only is this, we have different ways to also see the mental health in a complete way. Let's talk about the mental health as an state. As an state will be the way that you can have as an individual well-being. That is also mental health. That is the way that you can understand one situation and also how this will affect you in a positive or negative way. The mental health as an state will be also the mood that you have in a situation, anxiety, depression, or that kind of different moods that we can have in our life. The mental health will also give you some alarms that you can listen, that you can see, and also that you can accept, like something that is happening in your mind and is wrong, is bad for you. Other way to see the mental health will be the process that indicates a particular coping behavior. Also, that will be the independence and the autonomy that you have to do some things, like the way that you can understand that, like some aspects of the mental health will be the way that you can conduct some situation, or that you can face that situation, that give you the independence and autonomy that you can have. For also, we talk about mental health when a person can have the chance to take that decision in a conscious way. That will give you also the chance to understand how the life will be, how the life will be better for me. And the other state of mental health will be the result of a process. When we have mental health, we have also the ability to confront some situations, like a crisis, like a grief, like a difficult situation. If you have mental health, you can face all that kind of situations or problems by the best way. And understanding this is some situations that maybe for you or for all the different people will be traumatic, you can also develop some resource in your mind to face that kind of situations. And also the mental health will be the social participation, all the social interaction. Now we know that the mental health, the main situation for the mental health is the well-being of the individual person or even the people. Have well-being will be the great sign to understand and accept that you have mental health. Knowing all that concept of what it is mental health, the different states, the different ways to see it and also to care it, you can also start to see how you can be affected or have different situations where you can have mental health or where you're having some problems in your mental health. What could affect the mental health will be 4 different stages. The 4 different stages that we have here that affects the mental health will be the first one, biological factors like genes or brain chemistry. Sometimes we don't have the possibility to develop some abilities or have a normal state of our mental health because we have some chemistry, unestablished situations or unestablished genes that it comes with our family genetically. So for that kind of reasons, we don't have, or we have to work a little bit more in our mental health with some treatments or with some process with the doctors or with something that comes with other part. Sometimes our brain can develop naturally some natural substance that can have or can develop in a natural way, and we have to take some medication, or also we have to take some treatments with the doctors and with some psychologists professionals. Other factor that affect the mental health will be the life experiences. This will be such as trauma or some abuse situations or relationships that comes with some factors that affects the mental health. We don't have to take that as a way or as a situation that give us the rejection to have a well mental health. This will be the kind of situations that we have to work a little bit more and deeper with some situation, with some professionals, or with some network that will support you in this process. Other thing that will affect the mental health will be the family story of mental health problems. Sometimes we have some experiences with our family. Sometimes our family have some conducts that are not good for the normal interactions. Sometimes the family have abuse relationships inside, and we normalize that kind of acts, and we understand that like something that we need to accept is the only way that we can live the life. And that is a kind of belief that we start to confront when we start to recognize that it's not normal. It's something that we don't have to live. Sometimes when we learned something different, we met new people, we met new families that have different ways to interact. Maybe they are healthier, and we start to see that the family have sometimes abusive situation or are hostile in each other, and we normalize that kind of situation because we grow up with that kind of relationships inside of our families. Then we can also understand that is not something that we need to do during our entire life. We can change it, and that comes with the mental health. And the last one will be your lifestyles, like the diets or the physical activity, and don't use psychoactive substances like drugs and alcohol. That's something that we already talk in different conference, and also we can talk about that at the end of the conference. But it's not only to talk about what will affect the mental health. We also bring to you different ways to have a good mental health. And also that is the purpose of this conference, what we're going to talk about, and also how we're going to talk about that. And we have the good mental health habits. When we have to talk about the good mental health habits, is also talk about how the people will help you with that mental good habits, because sometimes we have different situations that will be aggressive, or the people that you know is aggressive or hostile, and that will stops or will increase some mental illness, some ways to face some situations that not always will help us. We bring some different dimensions that we need to take in account. The first will be the family. The family is the core of a life. And also we need to be conscious of how the family will help you to feel support in some difficult situations, how the family will give you the values and principles to understand and also take your decisions, or the main decisions that you have to take during your entire life. For that reason, it's important to take into account that dimension in these good mental health habits. And remember that we also we need to take care of ourselves, sometimes not hating the people, or having that concept of that when we take distance is because you hate the other. It's just because you want to take care of yourself. For that reason, you need to take distance of the person, because that person is hurting you, is not good for you. And sometimes the family, some members of the family, not always is a good person for you, is good for you, or is giving you well-being. The social dimension will be something more important in this process to learning and growing, because the social dimension will give you the chance to see the life, understand the world, learn different things, develop different abilities. Not only abilities to talk and socialization abilities, will be also the way that you can see the world and understand it with other people, new people, people that you would like to learn something new. For the reason, the social dimension will help you a lot with these mental health habits. The intellectual dimension is one of the dimensions that we need to develop with the things that you love, with the things that you feel passion. And then when you develop this part of your life, also you will have mental health, because you start to develop wisdom, and also you will have a lot of knowledge about some specific situation. And then you will take more better decision in your life. Everyone in this world will develop different abilities in their lives. But also one of the most important is the knowledge that you take of different experiences that you have, different stories that you heard, or experiences in your work, or the college or university, or even experiences that you have to live with your partner, with your family, will give you the chance also to understand in a better way the life, and then take better decisions that improve your life, your quality of life, and also will help you in a good way to your mental health. And the spiritual dimension. The spiritual dimension will have always three different dimensions in the same way: the beliefs, the values, and also the life sense. If your beliefs and if your values and also your life sense are connected, you can be a happy person. You can be a person that will improve your mental health because your spiritually part will be always in an established way, will be living like the way that you will like, and also will not contradict it. You don't have to contradict to yourself, to take a decision, to say something that you are not agree, or even live with a person that is hurting you, because your values, your beliefs, and also your life sense is connected. And remember that the life sense will give you the chance to have goals, clear goals in your life, and that will give you the chance to take care more of the things that are value and important for you. And that also is connected with the mental health. Knowing that kind of ways that you can have good mental health habits, also we would like to take this part to talk about the caring for my mental health with different kids, or as we say, like some kids that you can have that will be easy, that will be good for you, but sometimes with the different situations that you have to live, we forget to do it. And sometimes we don't have the chance to sleep as the best way. But it's also important to recognize when you are not doing because you have a lot of work, because you are worried, because sometimes we feel so sad or stressed. We have to also take care about your lifestyle. Maybe your lifestyle is the reason why you are having these bad health habits. And we have to take care about that and start to question to yourself what kind of things you're doing to improve your mental health, or even what kind of things you are doing to give in the worst way to live it, your own life. One of the things will be sleep 7 to 8 hours to avoid energy loss, and to understand that maybe the fatigue feeling that you're having is because you're not having the best rest every night. So try to take in account the hours that you will sleep every day, every night. Eat a clean and varied diet to have a healthy and balanced diet. Remember that it's not something that you have to do every day and do it with a guilty feeling. Remember that if you love to eat candies, or if you like to eat some food that maybe is not part of your diet but you love to eat, you can have just one day every week, or even 2 days every week. But remember that it's important to have more days you have a balanced diet. That will give you the chance to also understand your body and have more energy and have a good way to live and accept the food that you are eating. Practice sports and also activities several times a week, and try to walk for an hour every day. If you don't like to do exercise every day in a specific place, if you don't practice a sport, you can walk every day, at least 30 minutes every day, or an hour if it's possible. If you love practice one sport, you can practice the sport. Try to have more activities. Have these habits in your life will give you also the chance to live more years, and also in a healthy way. And go out and have fun with your friends, family, neighbors. Support and help the other people. Most of the time we give you this advice, like something that you need to be in contact with people because this will help you. But remember that will be a relation to give and receive in the same way. When you give to the people, your time, your energy, your love, in the same way you will receive it. For that reason, it's important to recognize if the same things that you're giving is the same things that you're receiving. And in the same way, if you are receiving time, energy, and love, in the same way, this gives you more health in your body, in your mind, and also in your spiritual way. Also, we have other keys to caring for your health, your mental health, and will be control the intake of alcohol, tobacco, coffee, and drugs. This is something that we always tell you, like something that we need to take care, and also be conscious of the decisions that we take every weekend. Sometimes when we go out to some party with friends, or even when we would like to drink some beer or wine with ourselves just to pass the time. But it's important to recognize that if you are losing the control in taking some substance, it's important to recognize if you are developing some kind of addiction. And if you have some kind of addiction, it's important to recognize that maybe something wrong in your life, something is happening. And for that reason, the alcohol or the drugs is helping you to manage that kind of situation. But the reality is that you are not managing the situation. You are losing the control just for that situation. So that would be a good alarm if maybe you're losing the control when you are intaking this kind of substance. Practice crafts, go to the movies, and read a book. That kind of others advice that we already give you when we already talk about that in different conference when we talk about the mental health in the elderly. That kind of activities that help you with the mental health, with your brain, with the develop of abilities with your body and also with your mind, will give you the chance to also be inactive and develop different abilities that will help you during your entire life. Try to go to the hairdresser, treat yourself, and dedicate time to yourself. That is one of the things that we also would like to give you, like one of the advices that we need to have in account as a way that not always we do that kind of things consciously. Not all the times we take care of ourselves with the hygiene, with the way that we see and take care of our body also will give you a clear message to your brain that everything is fine, that everything is having a structure, will give you the chance to understand everything, how it is happening. Also, we give you all these advices, but we bring some more and talking to you about how we can face some kind of situations, and also in a healthy way will give you the chance to see it. Because the mental health is not only all these kind of advices. The mental health is also the way that we can go on in this journey of the wellness or the well-being. We also have to understand that we have a good mental health when we can deal with some difficult situations that maybe are so painful for us, that will be connected with some events and experiences. When we can deal with that kind of situations that give you a lot of pain, like a grief, also you develop abilities for your mental health. Other way is accepting and recognizing the situation like something that is not a reason for give up in front of the life. Also is a way that you can develop different abilities. Also, you can fostering positive and healthy relationships. That is a good sign of mental health. Seeking time for look for the professional support. Not always we need the professional support as a person that we need to see every week during our entire life, 10 years, Now, we need to also recognize when we need help and professional help. For that reason, it's important to understand when I need to ask for help and also do it in the best way. Ask for a friend that maybe will give you the contact of a professional that also is a person the other can trust, and also where you can feel confident and where you can feel comfortable with the person. And other mental health way that you can also develop the habits or even that will help you will be adapting to the change. Normally the people that live frustrated and stressful is because is a person that needs to control everything in their lives. And remember that we can't control everything during our lives. We need to be flexible. We need to understand that not always everything will be in the way that I like. That is impossible, and also is not the order of the universe. We need to accept and adapt into the change, and also we need to understand that it's good for your life. That will give you a chance to develop abilities and knowledge and grow up. Making the best way to have better decisions. Remember that every one of us have internal and inner knowledge about things that we know. Some of the people give a name like intuition or like something that is connected with the knowledge. Sometimes we feel bad because we know previously that maybe that person is not good for me or good for you. We feel bad with that kind of notice or the situation, the place, and we reject that kind of signs, and finally we feel bad because we don't listen to ourselves. Try to develop that intuition and that knowledge, that inner knowledge that everyone will have. Other mental health way that you can understand like is also mental health is the way that you can solve conflicts. The way that I can solve conflicts is the way that you can keep good relationships with the people, with your family, with your friends, or with your partner. Not only the good way to solve situation is going out or stop to talk with the person. Also, solve conflicts is the way that you can listen to the people, listen to the other, understand what they are saying, their feelings, and how that is value also for you. And at the same way, receive all the messages that the other have. And together have the way tools or the best tools to resolve or solve that situation. Not always we need to break our relationships. Not always we need to have this angry feeling all the time connected with the person or with some family members. We need to understand that mental health is also the way that you can solve some conflicts, and also that will give you a sense of well-being all the time. And also, the mental health is self-care. Self-care is the way that you can take to yourself as someone that is really important. Is not a selfish candidate, is a not selfish copy. Be part of the situation and take care of that what is important for you. Also, that is the way that you can take care of your beliefs, of your values, and also your life sense, as we talk about that in the spiritual part. Self-care, remember, that is ensuring of your basic needs, enjoying the good moments, and analyze and reflect the reality. Also is the way that you can express your emotions in a healthy way. Take care of you also will give you the chance to express to the other something that is not good for you, something that you are not agree, and establish structure and limits with the people that you love and with the people that is common in your life, in the job, in the work, or in family, or in with your partners and with your friends. The way that you can have self-care, you can recognize the limits that you need to mark with every person. And also, self-care is manage well your time and living the life as a present. Not only the present as a time, also live it like a present, like a gift. Remember that all of these keys and advices that we bring to you is a way that we can also talk about some specific situation without ask for help, without looking for other person. You can develop knowledge just having this kind of situations. But remember that if you would like to ask for help, you will have different people that will give you the chance to understand what is happening in your life and give you different options, or even see the life in a different way. Now we have this last quote to close the topic. Every time we listen to our inner self and give it the care it deserves, we do so not for ourselves, but for all we serve. Remember that when we take care of ourselves, we do it because we need, and also we would like to improve the mental health. But we also do as act of love. We do it like the way that also we love the others. Because if you are good, if you feel fine with yourself, you can give the message to the people. You can give that message to the others, and that will be truth. Most of the people say every time, yes, I'm fine, yes, I'm okay, yes, I'm good. But it's not real, and the people can understand that. The people can see that it's not truth. And sometimes we can feel rejected, or that we are not understood. Remember, if you take care of yourself, if you have mental health, the others and your community, your family, your friends, your partner will receive everything that you are giving to them. And as a final thing, we would like to invite you to the upcoming conference. The next one will be on July 23rd. That will be what to do with the departed loved one's belongings. What we need, or what we should do when our departed loved one have objects, have things, have belongings, and also that kind of belongings is still existing in our home. And on August 13, we have mental health, how to keep it safe. That will be the upcoming conference. Also, remember that will be the next about grieving process, and the other will be about quality of life. And remember that if you are a member of Assure for Life, you have the benefit of 3 counseling sessions without additional charge about grief, and you have 1 session, 1 counseling session per year for any other reason. And if you're not a member of Assure for Life, remember that we have different conferences about the grieving process and the quality of life. Remember to follow us through our different social media that we have. And also, if you would like to contact us, you will have found our email, Instagram, Facebook, and also WhatsApp number. And thank you so much for your time, and also your comments and subjects if you would like to give us. Remember that Assure for Life is what we all deserve.